bronzer. Well, no, okay, Manders. Hello. James, what is that? Listen here now. My space buns, they're a little crooked. I have to kind of tilt my head like this so they're not crooked. So just love me for me. We have so many things to get through today, so many purchases, so many awesome recommendations. You guys know I try to keep up with my monthly favorites. Some months I forget to do it. Some months are kind of like repeat things. And especially if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm always sharing the goods over on IG. But instead of doing a year in review, because to be quite honest with you, the last year and a half has been, minus my wedding. Okay, my wedding was like the highlight of 2020. That and now this year has really not been the best year. I didn't really honestly have a lot of content for like my normal year in review. And so I thought to myself, well, you've been stuck at home for the last year and all your dumbass has been doing is buying things. So why not make a top purchases of 2021 video? And thus, that's how this video came to be. I have separated my purchases into the following categories: beauty and hair, health, tech, home, clothing and fashion. The book section, there's only 2 books on there, so we'll get to that last. But let's start out with the beauty and hair category. I will say, ever since joining TikTok, I have definitely spent more money on beauty and hair products than I ever have in my entire life. But I have compiled my top favorite things. 90% of these things, I'm not gonna lie, are TikTok finds. And some of them were flops, but some of them are really good. Okay, first up on the list is actually kind of not fair because I didn't purchase it in 2021. I purchased it in 2020, but I didn't really fully understand how to use it, and I have been using it all of 2021, and you already know it's gonna be the Dyson Airwrap. I know that this price tag is hefty, I know. However, it does so many different things and it's lasted me at least since I purchased it in the beginning of quarantine in 2020, and I freaking love it. Like, there's not a ton to say about it other than it really does give you an at-home blow dry, blowout, salon style blow dry that you can do in the comfort of your own home, and it lasts. Next up is actually another thing because of 2020, but we all discovered this new term called maskne, and from wearing our masks, a lot of us have been getting these breakouts along our chin line, at least I have, and around my mouth in particular. And so one thing that I absolutely relied so hard on this year was the Tula Clay Date Stick Mask, and not even in the way that it's intended. I would put it on, like especially on days where I would have my mask on for longer periods of time, I would put it on after my skincare and before putting my mask on. So it was almost like it kind of acted as a barrier in between my skin and the mask, and it 100% reduced the amount of breakouts that I started getting around my jawline once I started wearing it. Next up is a cream bronzer slash contour. This has been my holy grail of 2021, and it is really comparable from what I understand to the Charlotte Tilbury Cream Contour Wand, which as of right now you still cannot get your hands on that damn contour one. The Peachgasm one, the blush one, just came back in stock and I was able to get the highlighter and the blush, so I'm so excited for that to come in. But the contour wand, even on Charlotte Tilbury's website it says TikTok famous Charlotte Tilbury wand. It has been really hard to get, but I do definitely think that the Anastasia cream bronzer is like chef's kiss. I have it on right now. It's kind of hard because the snow is making everything so bright, but I love the blendability. It lasts so long, not muddy. It's like the perfect shade. Absolutely love it. Speaking of bronzing, I have tried so many self-tanners since quarantine and all of this year. And I think it was the end of 2020 that I discovered the St. Tropez Ashley Graham collaboration. It is the white and black bottle, and for me personally, I think this is the best one that I have tried for a couple of reasons, but the top reason in my opinion is that when it starts to fade, you don't get that weird like speckly dryness that you get with self-tanners. I literally have tried so many foam self-tanner applications, and they all, I don't know if it's because I have like an olive complexion, but they all look so orange on me, minus the St. Tropez one. So this is my ride or die, and I will continue using this until the summer. A couple more things in the beauty category. I absolutely love purple shampoos, anti-brass masks. Those are like my all-time favorite to use every other shampoo. I really thought that I was gonna love the Olaplex purple shampoo that they came out with, but honestly, I just don't love it. And this is another one of those things that I feel really confident in saying because I have tried so so many different brands, anti-brass, whatever, be it shampoo, mask, leave-in conditioner, color depositing mask, you name it, I've tried it. And the Pureology Gloss and Tone Anti-Brass, it's more of like a purplish blue. I also love Pureology shampoos and conditioners like in general, but this in particular is definitely the best anti-brass, like neutralizing mask that I've ever tried. And the reason why I love it is because it's not so thick and like heavy, greasy, oily as some of those purple or color depositing masks can be. It's actually pretty thin, and when you put it on in your hair, like you do it in the shower after you've shampooed, it just makes your hair feel so nice. And I actually put it from root to tip, and it does not make my hair greasy at all, but it also doesn't leave that weird purple or silver aftertone. It's just like the perfect neutralization, and I think it's because it's more blue than it is purple. And so if you are a blonde or like an in-between blonde like I kind of am, I tend to get more orangish tones and brass tones, which is totally normal, but sometimes the straight purple ones can really dull it down and make it look gray or extra purple. Next up, I actually have one makeup product, which is crazy, I know, but honestly, a lot of the makeup products that I tried didn't stand out to me as much as this one did. And the reason is, one, I purchased it in 2021. Two, this is something different and something that every single time I wear it, someone asks me what I have on my lips. So the color combination of the year is MAC Whirl Lip Liner. This is obviously a charitable mention because it's like my go-to holy grail lip liner, but the Charlotte Tilbury Catwalking lipstick, amazing. Have it on underneath the lip gloss right now. I'm wearing Bite Beauty's lip gloss on top of it, but the base of my lips is Whirl and Catwalking from Charlotte Tilbury. And I will say, the Charlotte Tilbury, I'm jumping on that fandom train. I am. I love it. I know it's pricey, but I can see why. Last two things are the Laneige lip mask, and this is kind of another cheat as well because I didn't just discover this in 2021, but the gingerbread one I did, and I freaking love it. This is something that I absolutely cannot live without. It's in my car, my purse, my nightstand, my bathrooms, they're everywhere. I do prefer the pots over the actual like lip squeeze ones. I don't know why. I think it just is a little bit more hydrating, but especially during the wintertime, these are my go-to, and the peppermint and gingerbread ones are freaking awesome. And last but not least, my signature scent of the last half of 2021 is the Armani My Way perfume. I bought this in the Sephora sale, so I really haven't even been using it for that long, but every single day, you guys, I love this perfume. I will definitely be continuing to wear this into 2022. All right, so that is all that I have for the beauty / hair category. Not a ton, honestly, okay, but these were just the very, very top things that I think you need to know about going into the new year. Next up, we have the health category, and this is something that I was so excited for. One, because I have struggled with this for many years, and it is being a hot sleeper. I have to sleep completely naked. I have to have a fan blasting on me. The air has to be completely turned down, and it's really hard during the winter time because when the heat's on, forget it. So in this year, I discovered the 8 sleep cover. I do not have the mattress, I have the cover. If you want to see a more in-depth video of it, I will link it. All of the like pertinent / relevant information to this video will be in the description bar, but this is something that I have to mention. I know it is a pricey item, but let me tell you, it is worth every penny. If you are somebody who wakes up numerous times throughout the night drenched in sweat, like there was a period of time, and those of you who have been around for a while can attest to this, I was literally sleeping on towels because I would wake up drenched in sweat and had to change out the towel in the middle of the night, especially during the winter time, because it's like you have to sleep with the heat on when it's so dang cold, but then your room is like a hot box. So this Pod Pro cover has legitimately changed my sleep. I have not woken up sweaty not one time since having this. I also really like the metrics that it gives you, but again, if you want to see more detail on that, I'll link the video. Next up is my sauna. I know, listen, okay, I'm giving you guys some really outlandish products in this video, I know, but listen, I've mentioned this before in previous videos. I love my health. Like I love to take care of my body, my sleep, my overall health and general wellness. So these are things that I really personally don't mind spending the extra money on because I know it's something I'm going to use. It's going to benefit me. You get what I'm saying. The sauna has been something that I absolutely love. Recently, my schedule in the wintertime has been Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 45 minutes after my evening session, and I just love it. It's so nice to be able to get so hot and sweat when it is like -4 degrees outside. I just feel like this is something that I have consistently used. In terms of benefits, I will say it's hard for me to like definitively say, yes, this is something that has made a difference, because I don't really know what I'm comparing. You know what I mean? Next up is actually my toothbrush. I still love this toothbrush. I love the simplicity of it. I love that it has just a very small charging base. And according to my dentist, she says my teeth are looking fire, which I do also want to mention in 2021 that I purchased Invisalign, which I guess I can include in this video, because I will say definitely one of my favorite things I've ever done for myself. I love my straight teeth now. I know I didn't have like bad teeth before, but they were definitely overlapping, and you know how it is with being on the internet. I got tons of comments about my mouth being crooked and my teeth being crooked. And it just was the final push I needed to get the Invisalign, because I don't have my retainers anymore. But now I have retainers after being done with the Invisalign, which was only 12 weeks, by the way. The process was so easy, but you actually have to follow the rules. A lot of people, when I said I was doing Invisalign, they were like, oh, they're gonna end up having to be on your teeth for so much longer than they say. It's a scam, blah, blah, blah. Mine were on for the exact amount of time that my dentist said they were gonna be on for, but I also really followed the rules. I never missed a day without wearing my retainers, never a night without wearing them, and I did everything that they said to do. So I don't know. I loved it. I love the process, and I love the finished result. Last but not least, in the health category, we have some hair, skin, and nail vitamins. And these have honestly been my ride or die, but I will say I repurchased them in 2021 because I really love how they work, and I notice a difference when I don't take them. And they taste good, which is awesome, because I hate when like vitamin gummies taste really gritty and gross. They're super good. And my hair girl, whenever I get my hair done, she's like, damn, your roots are growing really fast. So I don't know. I want to say it's worth mentioning. Make sure you take your vitamins in 2022. Next up, we have the tech category, and I actually don't have a ton of things to mention in this category, which is surprising. But the first is the new Sony a7 III, which is not new, but it's new to me. I typically vlog on a Sony a6600, which I love because it has the flip out screen, so you can see yourself directly above the camera. The a7 III doesn't have that capability. However, I love the combination of the Sony a7 III and the G Master 24-70 f2.8 lens. I took these pictures on that lens. I just got it. Like, this is not even a fair 2021 purchase because I literally just bought it, but I know it's gonna be something that's gonna elevate my photography game in 2022, and I'm really excited about it. It's something that I had in my Amazon cart for a really long time. I just didn't pull the trigger on it, and I finally did. And I'm so glad I did. Then we have my iPad, which I still love. People ask me all the time if I use and love my iPad, and the answer is yes. I love it for my work desk. I prop it up sometimes and like have certain things on the iPad and then my iMac on the other side. It's great for people who are planners, also like myself, because I love the GoodNotes app. I love doing little like journaling things on the iPad. I don't know. I was one of those people that never really understood the need for an iPad, but once I got it, I definitely used it. I want to mention this iPhone tripod holder thing. I lost a little button that goes to it that you use for like Bluetooth pictures, so I have to buy another one of these. But this is the Atom Tech iPhone tripod. And let me tell you, I love this because it is so small and portable, but look at this, okay? That's a really big tripod. You can turn it this way, and then the feet also come out so that you can plant it on the ground. Anytime I'm doing any type of like TikTok videos or need a tripod for something for my phone, this is fantastic and super affordable on Amazon. All right, moving along to the home category, my personal favorite. First up are the Cozy Earth sheets. And I guess this is kind of related to the 8 Pod Pro thing, but this dual combination is fantastic if you are a sleep snob. Again, sheets are pricey. I do have a discount code. I don't make any money off of it. They just gave it to me because I love their freaking sheets. Also love their pajamas, but these sheets are amazing. They're so cooling. They're not like slippery like Chics are, because I used to have Chics back in the day. I like those too, but these are better. These are definitely more soft and like luxurious, cozy feeling, but still being cooling. Absolutely amazing. And it's actually like a sleep trifecta, not even just like a sleep duo. I need the Dyson fan. Now, this is bougie, okay? I will tell you right now. I have a thing with dust and having to clean out filters of things. It grosses me out. I know that's so weird, but like anytime I've ever had a regular fan, I feel like it just collects so much dust. Now, I know there's a filter in the bottom of the Dyson, but I love that the opening part where the air blows out of is not full of shit to get dust stuck in. You know what I mean? So I love the Dyson for this reason. It is so quiet, but if you put it on the highest setting, it gives like the perfect white noise background, and it's just amazing. I have nothing but good things to say about the Dyson products. I know it's ridiculous, but out of all the fans I've had, I like this one the best. Then we're gonna talk about vacuums, because you know a bitch loves her vacuums. And I have quite a few different types of vacuums, but the one that stood out to me and that was a 2021 purchase was the Bissell Crosswave handheld cordless free one. Now I had the green one before, which is like the Pet Pro or whatever, and I swore by that. I still love it and still have it, but it definitely gets more dirty and does not have a self-clean function. The newer one, cordless one, is also a pet one, I think, but I love the self-cleaning function on it, and it just keeps it from being gross, and it gives about 30 minutes of runtime, so I can pretty much do my entire house with it. I love it. People ask me all the time how I deal with like the dog messes and stuff. I am someone who obsessively cleans, like probably way more than necessary, but the Bissell Crosswave has been a staple in my collection, and especially for the gym downstairs. So I love that it doesn't have the cord, because I can just like go up and down the stairs with it, do different rooms. I love it. I can't recommend this enough. Speaking of being downstairs, my Peloton treadmill, which technically is not a purchase because Austin bought it for me, but I love this thing. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know I am obsessed. I actually would venture to say that I like my Peloton treadmill more than I like the Peloton bike. I use it more. I don't know. I do. You can do so many different things on it. The Peloton app, you already know. I recommend that anyway. But the Peloton treadmill has definitely changed my running, my love for running. And if you are somebody who like wants to get into fitness and has the means to have like a treadmill like this, or even if you're looking for a new treadmill, I can't say enough good things about the Peloton, especially just because of how much you get with the app itself. Speaking of running, moving into our next category of clothing / fashion and shoes, I recently switched up my shoes to the Brooks Glycerin 19. Hope I'm saying that right. I always forget if that's right or not. But I love these shoes. Now I had quite a bit of foot / ankle injuries when I first started running because I was wearing the incorrect shoes for my feet. So if you have like a running specific store near you, I would definitely recommend that. Going and getting your feet scanned if they have that, and getting the proper shoes for your feet. But for me personally, the Brooks shoes are so light but yet still supportive, and the wide toe box in comparison to the heel is what I needed, because my toes in the other running shoes that I had, they were just like getting so cramped, and I was feeling like I wasn't having enough room in my shoe to run. Brooks Glycerin 19 have been my ride or die shoe. I do rotate through a couple pairs just because you're supposed to, but the Glycerin 19s are definitely my favorite. It's in the top store that I purchased from this year in 2021 is Abercrombie. The bodysuits, the long sleeve suits, the mom jeans. I mean, you can search some Abercrombie hauls on my channel. I have some videos on there, but it is just one of those things where like I've branched out and tried to try other companies like Princess Polly. There's been a couple of other like random ones, but I just didn't go back to it like I did with Abercrombie. A lot of the outfits that you guys have asked, like where is this from? Where is that from? 90% of the time it's Abercrombie. Now in terms of workout gear, again, not something that was discovered in 2021, but my go-to workout gear of this year, hands down, has been Fleo. I just feel like if you are not wanting to spend the price point of Lululemon, but also don't want like a cheap Amazon legging, in terms of durability, them not rolling down, the cuteness of the patterns, the wide variety of sizing and things that they offer, Fleo is my favorite. I just love it. All of my leggings, with the exception of Lulu obviously, are my ride or die Fleo Bounce 25-inch El Toro leggings. Absolutely love them. And then this is kind of random, but these sunglasses, I discovered this company called Diff Eyewear this year, and all of like my oversized big sunglasses that you have seen in Instagram posts or anything like that have been from Diff, and I freaking love them. They're not the most affordable sunglasses, but the quality is really good. They're definitely more like durable and not just like cheapy throwaway sunglasses that you would get, but I freaking love them. And you can also like find coupons online. I think with the browser extension I have, Honey, that I use, I always find like a 15 or 20% off code. All right, last but certainly not least, I have two books I want to mention. One is A Year of Positive Thinking, and I got this for Christmas last year. So then all of this year you have one prompt per day of these like cute little motivational positive quotes that I keep on my desk, and I really, really love it. I'm going to start it again this year, and I think it's so great. It's a nice little way to start your morning, and it's a cheap book on Amazon. Highly recommend. This last book I actually just finished reading over Christmas. I got it for Christmas, but I had to throw it in here, especially for those of you who also have gone through like childhood trauma, or you're kind of like just wanting to learn more about yourself, some self-discovery. And if you've ever watched any of Brene Brown's TED Talks, I feel like you would like her books. I really am not like an avid book reader, to be honest with you. My attention span just is not there for sitting and reading. But the fact that I read this book in 2 days lets you know that it was definitely a good and easy read. So it is the Brene Brown Braving the Wilderness book, and essentially it's just kind of a book about being true to yourself and trusting your intuition and everything like that, because it's hard to do that in today's day and age. It really is. It's hard to be vulnerable, and especially with social media. So that's kind of why it was like, I just found it to be really relatable for me, and a lot of people also from YouTube recommended the book to me as well. So that was a lot. I know, that was a lot. Those are my top purchased favorite go-to things from all different categories this year. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything that you absolutely love this year that I need to try in 2022. And I hope you guys have an amazing new year and you had a somewhat okay 2021. I know the previous year was rough for a lot of us, but as always, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for subscribing, liking my videos, following my channel. It helps me so much and allows me to create content that you want to see. So if you want to see anything different on my channel in 2022, let me know as well. But that is it for this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.